Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. I want to make a quick video about how to find what you're passionate about, how to find what you love to do. So this video is really going to be targeted for those of you who are unsure about what your path is in life and are just kind of in this, you haven't really tapped into what you're really in love with doing. And maybe what your gifts are. Maybe you're unsure of what your gifts are to give to life. So the quickest way and the surest way to the path of finding your passion and finding what your gifts are to give to life is channeling all of your energy into self-healing and channeling all of your focus and your awareness and your consciousness and taking as much time every single day as possible to go into self-healing. And this can be numerous different ways. It can be meditation, yoga, massage, earthing. It can be being outside, being with animals, going on hikes, walking, any type of exercise that resonates with you, swimming. I mean, really anything that restores you. A powerful one I know my last video talked about is just sitting and doing nothing, because this allows you to really start feeling everything in you that is unhealed and unresolved. When we sit and do nothing, we allow all of the imbalanced energies to really surface and show themselves to us. So sitting and doing absolutely nothing can be a very powerful form of healing. And this, as we start channeling all of our energy and all of our awareness and consciousness into self-healing, it really instigates an inner movement. We start cultivating an inner movement towards self-love. And this is what the healing is helping us do. It's helping us to love ourselves. Because here's the big point I want to get across for this video. As you start healing, as you start channeling all your resources into yourself, into, feeling whole and feeling that trauma release and feeling through that pain and that darkness, as you start doing this, naturally your vibration will start to rise. Your level of consciousness will start to rise and your awareness will start to rise. And as you rise into a higher level of consciousness, and as you rise into a more vibrant and healthy vibration, because everything is frequency, energy, and vibration. When you self-heal, you start to raise these things, and this helps you to just fall into fall in love with yourself. When your vibration gets to a certain point, you can't help but to love yourself. And what you're doing when you're healing yourself is you're showing yourself that you're worthy of love. And as we start feeling this love, this self-love that we are cultivating, then what you'll find is your gifts and your passions naturally start revealing themselves to you. Because you're in a higher vibratory state, you have more awareness. And with this newer and higher awareness, you can really see what your gifts are. You can really feel into them. Your intuition starts opening up. And through your intuition, you really have more of a sense for who you really are and what you have to give. And maybe these are buried talents that you used to do as a kid, you used to love to doing as a kid, but then, conditioning and karma and all this stuff got in the way. Maybe it's a new discovery that you're just now learning about that excites you, and because you now have this, you're much more healed, and because you have a higher vibration and because you really love yourself, you're worthy to follow this new path and that you can do this. So the path, when you really start channeling all your energy into yourself for self-healing, what happens is you start restoring yourself and you start healing, and then as you start getting to a really good place, you start being able to just go outward with it, right? First, you have to really draw inward to heal all this trauma, all the pain, all the things that are blocking you from seeing your self-worth, from seeing that you are worthy of love, from seeing that you are good enough. And when we start healing those enough, then all of a sudden everything in the external world just starts unfolding on its own, very naturally, without any force or pressure or any, grasping or trying even. It just happens. So the quickest way to find your passion, your purpose, what you love doing, if you just feel like you are unsure right now, is just start channeling all of your energy and your focus inward to healing. And you're going to be amazed how quickly this can happen, how quickly this can shift. Because as you start going inward, what you're really doing is you're allowing so much of that repressed and suppressed energy to come up for yourself to feel it. And as you feel it, these energies begin to transform. They begin to alchemize. And what you'll notice is actions you used to take that were rooted in fear, that were rooted in insecurity, and that were rooted in lack, these actions start to dissolve. You start wanting to do that less because you see that what you give is what you get. So if you're giving action from a place of fear and lack and insecurity, you're going to be feeling that that's going to come back at you. And that's a good thing. It's serving its purpose. It's showing you something. It's revealing you to your awareness. Negative emotions are very positive because they provide contrast. They show you what you don't want so you can align more with what you do want. And so as we come into this self-healing and as we start raising our vibration through resolving our trauma and healing our inner pains and our wounds, and as we start feeling worthy and good enough, and as we start feeling lovable, as we start loving ourselves, our actions start coming from a place of love and joy and peace and acceptance. And then we start getting that reflection back. So it's a really beautiful process how this works, and the outer is always reflecting the inner. So that's why I say to go inwards first and to heal in here first, because then your outer reality will reflect it. Because as you start loving yourselves, it's natural. It's just going to fall into place that you find what you have to give. It's just going to show up because you're going to be open to the inspiration because you'll be in a vibrational state to receive it. A lot of times when we've tried to skip the self-healing work and we just go on to try to give, we're not really at the vibratory state to be open to the inspirations. It's, you have to allow your vibration to rise through pouring and channeling your energy into yourself for healing. You have to allow the energy to raise so that it can sync up with, your higher self's guidance. And so if we're feeling blocked, if we're feeling cut off, it's just an indication, it's just a movement that we must just start going within and just pouring all of our energy, as much time as you have in a day to give to yourself. Take it. Take every moment and really allow yourself to heal, and don't get carried away with thoughts of, I need to be doing this and this and this, I must be productive and busy. That's just the mind trying to really tell you that, happiness is only found through a projection, that you must accomplish this to feel whole, you must do this to feel good. The truth is you're already complete and whole. You don't have to do anything to be whole, to be complete. That's just more conditioning that tells you that you do. So give yourself a break maybe from the external world as much as possible for a while, and really allow yourself to go into your heart, go into your body, and really heal yourself and really feel your wounds, feel your pain, so that we can come into a place of more balance. That way, like I was saying, our inner state and our consciousness can rise, and then naturally we'll just come into more of a state of alignment with who we really are and our passion and what we love to do. It will all fall right into place. The inspirations will just come into you, and you can just follow that. You can just follow the breadcrumb trail of your highest excitement, and it'll lead to a really beautiful place. It'll lead you to what you came here to do, what your mission is, what your purpose is. And I would like to share one last point with you guys. What your mission is, what your most aligned action is, might not look like what your mind says it is. And this is a beautiful Adyashanti quote. When we follow the path of our heart, when we allow spirit to flow through us and to guide our actions, We get everything we ever wanted, but it looks nothing like we ever thought it would. So in a lot of ways, this path of self-healing and this path of coming into your passions and following your heart and learning about what you have to give, it's a lot about learning to let go of your old self and your old conditioned behaviors that no longer serve you and that no longer define who you are. So what you'll find when you start doing this self-healing work and channeling and pouring all of your energy into yourself for healing, you'll start discovering that you're so much more than your conditioning, and your discoveries might startle you at first. You might be like, whoa, wait, this is who I am, this is what I love, this is my highest excitement. That's amazing, but this is so different than I thought it would be. And that's okay, that's a good sign. Keep following that path and keep trusting and keep letting go of your doubt, and you will be very, very beautifully surprised at where it will lead you. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you guys got something out of this video. Thank you for subscribing and helping the channel to grow. It really means a lot to me, and it's a really exciting process, and I'm so happy to be connected with all of you. I also want to mention that I'm offering coaching. So if you're going through any difficulties with kundalini or spiritual awakening, or you don't even have to be going through difficulties, if you just want any type of coaching, I'm happy to offer that to you. I have a link in the description below that will take you right to my website so that you can easily book a session with me. So I really look forward to working with you all in that way. Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I shall see you in the next video. Namaste.